Hey everyone, welcome back. Blue Riser here. So more story stuff. I had to log just to make sure we didn't miss anything. So here we go.
That sounds familiar.
It's me, Akachi.
Enter.
That's the death certificate of the principal offender, correct? Is there a problem with it?
No, nothing in particular. More importantly, you've done well with regard to the prosecutors.
The cause of death for the SIU director has been settled as a stroke.
I had him work quite substantially on forging evidence. His loss should be mourned.
It was thanks to his efforts that I could enter the Phantom Thieves' interrogation room, too.
The SIU is in disarray with his death. I'll take my time choosing a successor after the elections.
At any rate, I'm now praised as a hero, and I owe it all to the Phantom Thieves.
All possible hindrances are now gone. There's no doubt that this election is mine.
And on to our next story, the snap election for the House of Representatives. Discussion is swirling around potential nominees as the deadline for candidacy announcement nears. Candidates will announce on the 23rd of this month, while voting will be held on the 18th of next.
Elections, huh? Don't matter to us. It's not like we can vote in them yet anyways.
Why don't we resume our conversation?
Well, the Phantom Thieves are back together. We can finally take it to Akechi and the bastard backing him.
Have you figured out who's behind all this?
Akechi accidentally let that slip after the murder. He said, Shido-san.
Shido? Feels like I've heard that somewhere.
He is unmistakably a man of power if he has such strong connections to the police.
Shido? Could it be Masayoshi Shido?
Who? I believe he's a politician. Remember Ryuji? You said his speech was too loud.
For real?
It's certainly possible that Shido is the mastermind.
Huh?
Do you have some kind of evidence?
Nothing material. However, there are various conditions which align with that possibility. First, he would profit from damage done to the current administration by the psychotic breakdowns. He's maintained a negative stance toward the Phantom Thieves and has gained tremendous popularity. On top of that, he'll most likely become the next Prime Minister if he wins this upcoming election.
No!
Did he set us up with that election in mind?
If he is behind all this, that would be in stark opposition to his honest public image.
So his current position and popularity is just him benefiting from the mental collapses.
We'll make him have a change of heart, no matter what it takes. Mom.
Shido, huh?
What is the matter?
I had a feeling he was wrapped up in all this, just based on the connections I had from my previous job. I think the one who crushed Wakaba's research and confiscated her materials was probably Shido. From the moment Wakaba died, I had a hunch he was involved. But there wasn't anything I could do. So I chose to protect Futaba and went into hiding.
Why didn't you say that sooner?
You guys would have definitely gone after him if I had. He would have just killed all of you, no doubt. That's what he usually does to people who get in his way.
Originally, I was looking into the mental shutdown cases. It was then that I accidentally stumbled upon government research regarding the psychotic breakdowns. So I tracked down the whereabouts of that research data and met with the associated parties. Boss was one of those parties. I would never have imagined all of this was connected. The mental shutdowns, psychotic breakdowns, Shido, and even the Phantom Thieves' actions.
Way back when, Shido kept saying he was going to be Prime Minister one day. Nobody believed him, though.
What's going to happen to this country if Shido becomes Prime Minister? What about the world?
The issue is simpler than that. This is nothing more than yet another selfish adult trying to impose his will on the public.
We gotta expose that rotten bastard!
Yeah, we'll do it like always. Then let's check the nav.
Masayoshi Shido, the guy running for Prime Minister.
Results found.
Got a hit! Well, duh. It ain't a surprise he has one.
Where would the location be?
What kind of things go through a politician's head?
I always think of dirty money and shady actions.
What does he do? And where? We don't got a clue about this guy's life.
His palace must be somewhere that politicians frequent. Any ideas?
We got a hit!
How arrogant must he be to see himself as the ruler of the Diet Building?
Our next target's the big shot politician Masayoshi Shido. We're gonna do this, right? No need to waste time with him. We just gotta hit the head. Nobody against it?
Of course.
He will be a worthy opponent.
Let's win this together. Time for revenge. Then it's unanimous.
All we gotta do now is figure out what he thinks that diet building place is.
So that's the app that allowed me to enter the metaverse.
An old fart like me can't wrap his head around all this stuff.
We'll have to deal with this before Election Day, December 18th. That means we need it done by the 17th.
It's best we hurry before they discover there's no body in the morgue.
Should we start tomorrow then? We can meet at the diet building after school.
That reminds me, what are you gonna do about school? You can't show up if you're supposed to be dead.
Miss Kawakami said he went back home for family reasons.
That's what I told the school.
Don't let him find out you're alive then, alright? This whole thing would be for nothing.
What do you mean?
This operation had another purpose outside of escaping Akechi's clutches. Shido tried to place all the blame on the Phantom Thieves and deceive the public at the same time. He has ruined countless lives, and even made Goro Akechi, a student, assist him with assassinations. A mere change of heart is too lenient a sentence for such an abominable criminal.
We'll be making use of the police statement that the leader of the Phantom Thieves committed suicide. Our leader, who is presumed dead, will come out of hiding to deliver a grand statement. He'll say he has escaped prison, not committed suicide, and was in fact almost killed by a criminal.
Everyone's gonna flip.
You guys thought through all this stuff too?
We're intellectuals, you know.
That's why you needed such a daring trick as getting captured and appearing to be killed. What frightening teenagers.
But the true battle has only just begun. We won the first round, but we must stay on our toes.
Yeah, this ain't the time to be celebrating.
These people tried to trap and kill us. There is no end to their inhuman, conniving nature. We will need to be prepared for whatever may come our way.
I finally made it this far. It's already been 2.5 years since we met.
Back then, you earned the media's attention as a young politician who could rise up against bureaucracy. Because of that, those who wanted to preemptively deal with problems tried to tie you up in scandal.
To think I would fall for the ruse schemed by those decrepit fools in power. I recall that's when you came to me. You promoted yourself saying you had special powers. If it wasn't for the research on cognition that I dabbled in, I would have thought you insane.
I made those troublesome opponents psychotic, and erased any trace of that scandal.
Who'd think that tampering with a person's heart could trigger a psychotic lapse or mental shutdown? And when someone like that said he'd support me, I had suspected there'd be an ulterior motive.
It's because I sympathized with your aspiring ideology. I believed that your ideals needed to be achieved for the sake of the country's future.
Well, my faith in you was precisely why I pulled the plug on that research. I only need you using that power. It'd be troublesome if someone else uncovered how it works.
Wakaba Ishiki, was it? That researcher. She wouldn't have had to die if she just complied.
Any suspicions should be snubbed out. Even the smallest doubt must be severed at the root. After all, we had an active public prosecutor's office director on our side until recently.
Astounding, isn't it? To think the director himself often forged evidence to secure his promotion. He was quite surprised when you confronted him about it. He didn't know who leaked that information. Well, I got that out of his shadow, so technically speaking, he did it himself.
This country's affairs have become stagnant. The political world is filled with old men who only act to preserve their own vested interests. The general public has forsaken such political affairs and don't even bother. Only ruin awaits us.
I must agree.
There's no need to be ruined along with such incompetent fools. I will lead this country to its revival. Those who get in the way must be eliminated at times. That's the correct way to use the metaverse.
Still, it would stand out if there were continuous deaths and scandals with your political rivals, which is why I made them suspects. Prosecute the targets that I turn psychotic, and solve them as cases unrelated to you. And thus, the charismatic ace detective was born.
Thanks to your efforts, my clean image remains untarnished, and I've monopolized public opinion. Once I gained public sentiment, collaborators from all sectors began approaching me on their own. The police were no exception. With their management in my pocket, keeping them in check was easy.
When the Phantom Thieves emerged, I thought things might become somewhat troublesome.
And they were just brats once we looked into it. All we needed to do was lay the blame on them.
When you told me that, I knew then that you were the better man.
Their popularity was a bit beyond my expectations, but flipping it made the negative press stronger. After that, all I had to do was openly berate them. I've been gaining more supporters since. The current administration is dead with ongoing scandals. Never mind the fact that they're my doing. Even the government parties have begun splitting up, and they're dissolving just as planned. The time has finally come. Just a little more, and I will take the seat of Prime Minister. However, inauguration isn't my goal. That's when everything truly begins. I'll make this country rich for the sake of its selfish and ignorant masses who can only rely on others.
In other words, you're creating a powerful country that can compete with the world.
The public resonates with my ideals and follows me. And for that, some sacrifices can't be avoided. That is my duty as the chosen one. Your assistance has been very influential in making my plans proceed smoothly. When I become Prime Minister, I'll grant whatever wish you want.
With this most recent case, my name has become known across the country, perhaps even the world. Surely my story will be passed down as a hero who won against monsters that could control people's hearts. I believe I'll lay low and devote myself to my studies.
I suppose with your age, you wouldn't come up with debauched desires.
I am thinking about the future, though.
Guess you won't be going to school for a while. Don't worry about it. This'll be a breeze compared to what we've had to face so far. And we'll have all the time to come up with the plans together. To be perfectly honest, I don't really care what happens to Shido, one way or the other. But when I consider the fact that he's your enemy, I naturally think he's my enemy as well. I'm going to stay with you until the very end.
Okay, so quite a bit happened there. Oh, hey.
Well, how do I put this?
That's going to be real busy, so I want to get some rest.
Well then.
Hey, Chief.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, the police report on your death is going to show up on... Okay. What's Futaba doing here? Huh. I thought that was pretty obvious, though.
Hey!
Alright. We're just talking now. That's enough for now. Whatever, I'll go to sleep. Alright. So now we have to take out Shido.
I'm gonna head back then.
Great. Why do we even have approval ratings? What's the point?
Phew.
Ryuji? Huh, that's interesting. Okay, so you know what would have been interesting if, what do you call that? Is it more voice stuff? Okay, anyway, let me just hold this. It would have been interesting if we were able to play a Sai during, like, the whole, what's that called? Full Akechi thing. Like, we were able to use her to make choices and stuff like that. That would have been a little interesting, even if it's like, what, for like 10 minutes or something. It's just an interesting little change of pace. But I heard you went home, so I announced it during home. Are you okay? You're alive. News report you committed suicide. Call me when you can. I was so confused, but as long as you're safe, just take care of yourself. Yeah. I don't know how to get more texts. I got lots of girlfriends. They need to get their shit together.
Cut that out!
Oh yeah, we're about to find Shido's palace, right? Nice hoodie, man. Hey, it can't be true. Please tell me you're okay. No problems here. Oh, thank God you're safe. The suicide report and Miss Comic said you went back to your hometown. I was honestly worried. Alright. Yeah, we should just delete the fan site. I just got a message from Oya. Some crazy stuff with the fan of these. Are you okay? I'm fine. Yeah. I wish I had maxed out a few more. Like on.
Okay.
I was surprised Sojiro just like so openly stood there and listened to everything instead of just be like, what? Like he was just like, I'm an old man that doesn't understand this stuff. It's probably like Prophet. No, I mean, Holy Land? Something like that. He probably thinks of himself as a god. Alright, I'm coming, guys. Unless we have to die at building and force open that bastard's palace. I have a hoodie, don't worry. A hoodie, and then I'm not wearing an undershirt. I'm wearing a hoodie and then a black blazer over it.
What is it?
Yep, sure thing.
Akechi isn't here.
Let's begin at once. Police cars are making rounds, so we can't stay here too long. We already have Masayoshi Shido and Diet Building. All we need is what he thinks of this place.
Maybe Mount Fuji, since it's the highest place in the country?
Conditions have not been met.
What about a mansion?
Since he's going to subjugate everyone as Prime Minister, perhaps a school?
What about an arena, like the Colosseum?
Imperial Palace?
It's no good.
I thought we would have gained entry by now. Maybe we shouldn't have called you here.
Hey, you think he's guarding his whole palace with a barrier? Shido stole the cognitive science research, right? Or maybe it had some special move written in it.
Is that even possible?
Who knows? I've got no idea. There was nothing like that in the notes I saw.
Anyways, what kind of person is Shido? I can't figure him out.
I did some light research on him last night, but I couldn't get a grasp on the type of man he is.
That man over there is probably a legislator, right? I'll try asking him. Excuse me, I'm a member of the newspaper club at my high school. May I speak with you for a moment?
Sure.
What kind of person is Representative Shido? What's he think about the national diet?
His stance is dedication for country. It's how he's garnered everyone's trust. He's an admirable man of action, with a first-class determination. I'd say he's a model politician. I believe that he'll help create a wonderful future in which young adults like you can live in ease.
An exemplary answer.
It makes sense he wouldn't tell teenagers anything unnecessary.
Look over there. He's on a walkie-talkie.
Wait, is it about us?
That doesn't look good.
We should leave at once. Tomorrow's the day off, so let's have an early strategy meeting. Meet at LeBlanc, okay?
We should all think about this tonight.
The criminals calling themselves the Phantom Thieves are no more. However, I believe that this country's citizens are still living their days in anxiety. These scandals only increase our distrust of the current government. As a citizen myself, I am enraged.
Look who's talking.
What does it mean to be a politician with responsibility? Working toward personal gain without consideration of the country is outrageous.
The election's public notification is tomorrow. But no matter where I go, people are cheering for Shido.
Everyone's being deceived so easily.
In order to save this country that has been tainted by villains, social reform is essential.
Ugh.
Last one. Diamond mine.
Conditions have not been met. No good.
How many do we miss?
Perhaps he truly does have a barrier up.
Right?
That's not something to be excited about. We know all the way up to Diet Building, too.
So you enter keywords into the Metaverse Navigator.
Boss, can you turn the TV on? Shido might be on it.
Sure thing.
Goro Akechi. Him and his stupid composed face.
So, Akechi-san, is it true you withdrew yourself from the media as part of your plan to capture the Phantom Thieves?
I truly apologize for causing such a stir. Honestly, it required a lot of courage to openly oppose them when their popularity was at its peak. I mean, people often lashed out at me online and whatnot.
Then was it also your plan when you said they weren't at fault after their popularity declined?
That was to catch them off guard. I could say I applied my profiling knowledge. Once they lost public support, someone they thought was their greatest enemy lent a hand. That's the same strategy used in romance, wouldn't you agree?
Why is he being treated as an ace detective of justice?
It's not just on TV or online. Newspapers, magazines. I see his face everywhere.
On the other hand, no one's hoping for our comeback on the fan site. Like, at all.
The Phantom Thieves are evil. Shido and Akechi are just. It should be the other way around.
They're manipulating information using the media.
Leaving Akechi aside, we'll get back at him later. Our main issue is Shido.
Were there any instances before when you didn't know the palace keywords?
Well, there was the time with Futaba.
We didn't know anything about her, so all we could do was make conjectures.
Then why don't we just go directly and see Shido? That's impossible. He's surrounded by bodyguards and followers all the time.
There's no way high school students can get an appointment with him either.
Well, we do have an adult with us.
No, that's still impossible. Besides, that's too dangerous a method.
Well, this is a problem.
What's with the ruckus outside?
To everyone gathered before Yongen-Jaya Station.
Isn't that an election campaign car?
Oh right! The candidates are currently campaigning!
I apologize for the commotion. I am Masayoshi Shido.
Wait, did he just say Shido?
Yeah, he did!
Man, talk about being lucky! We can go check him out without an appointment now!
Hey, Ryuji ran off toward the station. This way. Hurry! By the way, did something happen? You didn't seem well a moment ago.
I humbly ask that you cast your vote for me, Masayoshi Shido. Let us all set sail toward a happy future, together. I hope to continue serving you all.
that the guy? You guys wait here. I'll go get intel for us.
Wait!
Hey! Yo, Shido-san!
Stand back.
I just want to talk to him for a sec.
He's a busy man.
The hell? Ain't he supposed to hear a citizen's comments?
That's enough, brat.
You're that asshole we met at the hotel before, at the elevators. Oh, I'm sorry. So you can butt in front of other people if you're in a hurry?
What are you talking about?
That moron! Come on, stop!
But these guys...
Hey, kid. You don't want to know what happens when you cross me. It seems the customer base has changed since I was here last. Have they started a daycare? This ain't a show. Get lost, kid. Damn brat! I'll sue! What are you looking at? This country is filled with clueless children. I worry for Japan's future. Let them go. My next appointment is coming up.
What a piece of shit. So what do you think after seeing him in person? Wait, he's the jerk you told us about before? The same guy? For real? Seriously?
You're sure, aren't you? Shido's the one who ruined your life.
Holy shit. I don't believe it.
Let's get going, okay?
Shido's the guy who set you up?
What kind of fate brought you two back together?
Talk about a destined connection. Shido was involved in the cognitive research too, right? This can't be dismissed as just a coincidence.
God, what the hell's going on here?
Shido was already a politician then, yet he sued a student and ruined his future? He must have pulled some strings so that his name wouldn't be mentioned. Furthermore, he also would have had to force that woman into making a false statement.
He would do anything. We're talking about a man who ordered a hit inside the police station.
He can't sit still until he crushes whoever opposes him, no matter how trivial. He's always been that way.
What a piece of shit. Children are the future, my ass! What he's saying and doing are completely different!
But now that we found out who did it, can't something be done about his record?
Once the courts have made a judgment, overturning that decision will be difficult. It'd barely be possible even if proof of innocence is presented and Shido admits to his crimes.
At any rate, we need to trigger a change of heart in him.
Be that as it may, Shido's outer appearance and his true face are wholly different. It's beyond hypocritical. It's as if he's an entirely different person.
He speaks about the good of the country. It makes me wonder what really is on his mind.
That man's full of ambition to rise in the world. He only thinks of the weak as stepping stools for his success.
He treats himself as an elite man while looking down on others. Ugh, that's the worst.
I assume the key word for what he believes the Diet Building is will be despicable too.
It must be something self-centered and completely different from politics.
Someone like him needs to be punished as soon as possible.
Let's head to the Diet Building again right after school tomorrow. I feel we'll get it this time.
Stewing over it won't get anywhere. We have to do this.
Boy, oh boy, lots of story. Do I even need to be here? Alright. Well, most likely can only go to sleep.
Yeah.
Okay. What does that matter? Oh. Oh, cool. It's a diet building. Yeah. Don't we have like until like December 18th? Oh, it's on now. This is a nice change of pace, I have to say. A pretty cool one. Who's it now? I'm sure I got all the social links now. Why are they even telling me, oh yeah, I'll be here, when I can't even do anything? Is it Tora? Yep, it's Tora. You know, we all know Shido's a bad guy, but everyone's like jumping to these. He's this kind of person. He's that kind of person. I understand. Shido is a shithole, but like, come on. We don't have to. We don't need 8 people saying he's a shithole in different ways.
Security guards became suspicious of us last time, so we can't stay here for long. But we still have no hit.
Think it's a barrier after all?
Where'd your enthusiasm from yesterday go?
Ah, shut up. The real game starts at 2 outs.
Enough chatting. You should only be thinking about the keyword.
The citizens are secondary. He only cares about his own well-being and that of his lackeys.
He wants to become Prime Minister, even if it means trampling on others. Fortune, rich people.
Hey, can you think of anything based on what you've heard from him? Just try saying anything. It doesn't matter if you guess.
Incompetent fools like you just need to shut your mouths and follow where I steer this country.
Steer? It was a match?
What? The diet building's a ship? What kind of scenery will that be? The actual building's on land.
I can't even begin to imagine what it will be like.
Well, whatever it is, looks like there are no barriers.
Oh, shut up! Let's hurry up and go in.
Are we clear of the guard's sight?
Get closer to the wall just in case. All right, do it.
Beginning navigation.
Wait!
Hey.
How's it look over there? See anything?
Nah, it's totally normal.
I'll check it out. Huh?
What the heck?
What's up, Futaba? Futaba?
What is it?
The hell?
Huh?
Even though this country may sink, he alone will survive. That's what this cognition is about, huh?
bullshit! A country that children can be proud of my ass is completely sunken in his head. If a guy like this stands above everyone, we're seriously done for.
This is beyond ridiculous.
The same goes for Akechi. He should have seen this scenery as well. Yet he still aided Shido.
What in the world is he thinking? Whether it be for glory or for simply a reward, my father died because of someone like this.
We gotta sink Shido instead of this country.
A palace with not just the center of the distortion, but the entire country sunken. I can't believe there's someone with this tremendous of a desire. Be careful. This will be completely different from past palaces.
We're definitely gonna take his treasure. Come on, what a lame way to start this off.
No? I think that's how it should be. We haven't failed yet, so if we calmly give this our all, the results will surely follow. We must put an end to this by December 17th, the day before the elections. Let the infiltration begin. Time to pay him back for setting us up into a trap.
Wait.
Oh, cool. We get to go in.
You got it.
Alright. At first I thought it was kind of lame. Oh wow, this song. Alright, I was just looking, but oh wow, this place is so cool. Speaking of which, Akechi's not with us anymore. Good riddance. Let's go ahead and put Yusuke in there. Yeah, I was gonna say, I thought it was kind of lame, it being a boat like this. But I guess the scenery kind of matches for it. It's gonna really matter what it looks like inside. But I was expecting an ARK, like a wooden ARK. I thought he would think of himself as like a prophet, like something like that, and he would lead the ARK to a new civilization or a new humanity or something like that. Whatever, let's go kick Shield's ass.
Indeed.
Oh yeah.
Let's...
It looks like.
You're right. Listen up.
Alright, here we go. Let's because I want to see what these people look like. Yeah, they're all wearing, all the girls are wearing the same thing though. What else is around here?
I have something.
Why would he be a guest on his own ship and not the captain? Is that him? It doesn't look like him. It looks like an old guy.
Huh? What?
Oh man, you screwed up there.
Let's go. Goemon, strike!
You did it, Fox.
Now, let us strike!
All out attack!
got some of these. Where? There it is.
That's our queen. They're in disarray. They're done for.
Oh, come on. I'll do it myself. I don't think this place would be much harder since they're jumping me right into it. But then again, I have to see mementos as well. Is that him? Yeah, it's him. How devilish. Oh, crap. And you're mine. You fools.
This enemy is beneath us. It should be easy if we stay focused.
I've never seen this persona. Deathbound is our only attack. I can't imagine guns would be our weakness. Yeah, I didn't think so. Let's try this. Nope.
Persona!
Darkness? Nope. Fire? No, she resist it. Oh.
That's fine.
Dakini. I'm sure I have something I can throw away for you. Yep. Damn. I can get rid of you.
Your power's incredible, Joker.
I should go back to the room because the girls are actually... Ooh, bonus money. The girls actually should be ready for rank up now. The final one. Now, he said this was... Morgana said this is going to be different than the other ones. How so? Like, we go in, we infiltrate, and then we kick ass, right? What's going to be different about this one?
Hey.
Especially since we got these edges, not really easy to stand by.
Hey, that's a treasure chest. It's fun time.
Yep, sure is. I'll just wait for the dog. Alright.
I'll reveal your true form.
Oh, this guy again.
Taking them by surprise. Let's go.
It was ice, wasn't it? Yeah, it was ice.
Strike!
You did it, boss. Freeze.
Power. Hey, come on.
I am thou, thou art I.
Isn't Cerberus a multi-headed dog? Am I wrong on that? Oh, whatever. Alright. So... what can I get rid of? What do I not use? I used Isojo quite a bit. Horus. I kind of want to keep bugs. I guess I don't really need you.
Your power's incredible, Joker.
Let's get moving. Okay, in a little bit, I'm going to just max out the girls. It's something I normally do off stream, but I think showing the final one will be good. Corrupt gear. Once we hit like a good point. Alright. turned around. Alright. Why does he have Dadumas? Ooh!
I'll reveal your true form.
What's it gonna be?
Now's our chance. Beat him up.
Kind of annoying.
I am down. Goemon!
You did it, Fox.
Slice you to pieces!
All out attack.
He's got a lot of health though. I'll say that much.
Using this. That's our queen. You can end this right now. Beat him up.
Wow.
Victory is ours.
Good work, everyone.
Yeah, get that bonus money.
All right.
I felt the difference in strength in that fight.
Can I stop these things?
Set sail toward a happy future. Together, tree that has been tainted by villainy. Social reform is essential.
Do that. Let's break this. Where's the bad guy?
In order to save this country,
I'll reveal your true form.
Now's our chance.
I'm thinking it's gonna probably be fire.
This enemy is beneath us.
Nocturnal flash.
We stay focused.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's gonna be fire.
Persona!
Yeah, let's try it out.
How's this? If I need Persona! Just look for their weakness.
Let's try this.
There!
Yep, it's fire.
Joker took one out. Ooh, Joker, you're looking cool.
Power. Aw, come on. You suck.
Now, let's continue. Good work, everyone.
Okay.
Alright, time to go up. What is that thing? Is it a light?
Let us all set
That looks weird.
future.
Oh shit. Hey.
I'll reveal your true form.
Oh my god.
Now's our chance.
This is my other self. Goemon!
You did it, Fox. Freeze.
Do I really want to fight you? Yeah.
With me!
If these guys are level 55, I should be level 60 something. And my turn.
Well, on to the next triumph.
Just like I thought.
Okay.
I'm trying to find a good place to stop.
I could have handled that myself.
You probably could have.
I have something.
Alright, we might meet Shido. Or not.
I have something.
This is...
It's right in front of us, but it's probably gonna be blocked.
Hey!
Huh? Okay, yeah. Speaking of which...
It's somewhere.
Like, look at all these paths.
I can feel it.
There's no way this dungeon is short.
These huge doors are obviously suspicious. Wonder what's through here.
There are slots to stick in something like a key card. Whoa, there's 5 of them.
475 people in favor. 0 against.
I hear something.
Since there is no one against the plan, this bill will be unanimously passed as drafted.
Passed? What's going on? Was that Shiro's voice?
If this truly is the representatives' chamber as written, beyond here must be the main assembly hall.
The what now?
It's that large conference room that's usually seen on the news.
Oh, that thing! Gotcha. So, what are they doing inside?
Most likely a meaningless vote, one in which whatever Shido proposes will always go unopposed.
So he's doing whatever he wants by keeping only his supporters in there.
What do we do to get in, though? Should we find these keycards?
Maybe we need some kind of qualification. One that vows to be his follower or swear loyalty.
So basically, we need to prove that we're on his side.
You sure move on quick.
But what's this qualification thing about?
Why don't we ask the guests on this ship?
That thought never crossed my mind.
Asking around doesn't sound like a bad idea. The guests here are the cognitive versions of them in Shido's mind. They'll know any secrets he shared.
True. You have a point.
That said, the ruler here is that evil Shido. It wouldn't surprise me if they did turn hostile.
Right. Yeah, wouldn't they attack us?
We should prepare for the worst, of course. But I think we'll at least be able to talk to them. This ship is most likely an ARK loaded with those that Shido believes are worth keeping alive. It'd explain the luxury cruise ship. I doubt idiots who can't even hold a conversation would be here.
We can at least gather information. It helps that everyone's wearing masks. We'll blend in even with our attire.
He must believe that no one shows their true face to anyone else. Just like him. Well then, let's split up and ask around. Well then.
Oh, what? No doubt about it. The treasure's behind this door. Oh, so now I can go through this.
It's somewhere.
What do you learn, Fox?
Indeed.
Alright. VIP rooms. Yeah, okay, let's keep checking around. We'll go. Ooh. Should I fight? What, you Makoto? Yeah, it looks like people just want to be VIP. Haru? Alright. Alright, so nothing.
Is there a safe room nearby?
Sure is.
It'd help if we can find one.
What about you, Ryuji? And on? There she is.
Hey!
Oh. I guess I missed that.
You got it. Nice.
Oh man, look at this. That's just the where we've been already, though.
Well then.
Well.
What, did they think we weren't gonna find a safe room?
Whoa. Joker.
Alright. Ooh,
Still,
that's nice.
This is a surprise. All the cognitive guests in this palace seem like real humans. The casino earlier looked pretty real too, but talking with these guests was a whole nother story.
You have that right.
This ruler's observational skills and insight are off the charts. Shido's a formidable foe.
Come on, no need to freak out.
I'm not freaking out. I was just thinking it'll be easier to make a plan since they can talk normally. Alright, let's put together the information we gathered.
Huh. Gotcha.
Alright, so I'm gonna just wrap up this episode here, and then next time we come back, I might be in the Velvet Room. I don't know yet. According to my intel,
Seems.
yeah, I remember hearing that name, Oe. He's usually by the pool.
Please hear me out.
Next is my intelligence. He plays slots at night and sees his money quite lavishly. Crap, I'm starting to forget people.
Hey,
That's...
listen! Listen up! You got it.
So it may be a catchy. Okay, so we got a bunch of VIPs.
No use. I can't keep the profiles of 5 people straight in my head.
I can only remember about 2 of them. What about you, Joker? Really? Wow!
We're up against 5 people. The politician Owe, a former noble, a TV station president, an IT company president, and a cleaner. We get certification from them and obtain keycards that'll serve as letters of introduction. But only go for the cleaner after the other 4 have been dealt with, right?
Whoa, now that's impressive! You go, genius!
If we can't remember the details on the VIPs, let's reconvene inside a safe room. Alright, let's get this done quickly. Hey!
Alright, and I think I'll go now too. Are we leaving?
Well...
Oh, yes, we are leaving. Alright, never mind then. Yep, seems like we're leaving. Let me just try to walk in, see what Morgana says.
Hey!
Yep, alright, we're leaving. That's a shame. Alright, well, I'm gonna end that here.
I should write something.
Let's go ahead and... But yeah, that's all for now. This one's a little longer than normal, but shouldn't be too much of a problem since we're really just hitting the end of the game. The episodes might get longer. I know an hour is long already, so maybe an hour and a half, just because I don't want too many episodes of this final part of the story. I might even have to skip some days of social linking stuff if nothing really important happens. But yeah, that's all. So I'll definitely see you guys next time. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, especially if you're new here. Peace out.
The game isn't over yet. We have a deal then.
It's now or it's never, and I've got to make my decision. This time it could be my moment. Is this a mirage or a chance to fulfill my mission? A river in a dry land, the left is in a lost land, a heartbeat for a demon, a wages in a change land. I'm given the balance, but I'm standing on razor's edge now. What quick, all my life is over. One strike just a pain, then I'm out of his field of vision. Don't ask why I'm ready, but I'm ready to strike him down now. I just saw the new stars, there's no time for indecision. A river in a dry land, the left is in a lost head. When I hop off new beginnings, burn our feet. Now we need it.
Yes. Before that happens, we will take this country.
Oasis in a siege land. Remind us what we're here for. Creating new lives. Creating rivers in the
Until we meet again.